don't want to miss you. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
Tributes continue to pour in for the late Mark Pilgrim. Friends and family remembered him fondly.
Mark lived his life as he fought his disease, with honor, dignity, and grace. Throughout the last year, I did not once hear him complain about the situation he was in or the hand he had been dealt. He just fought on, day after day. And he's an inspiration to me and anyone who followed his story. Nicole, you will always be Mark's first love. Adrian, you were his last. Taylor, Jean, and Alyssa, you'll always be his forever love. Mark, my duty, I will miss you.
Taylor, Jean, and Alyssa, I want you to know and never forget that your dad will be with you always. His spirit will be by your side forever. At all your special occasions, your dad will be there. He'll be there when you go to bed at night. So don't forget to say good night, Dad.
Pilgrim was diagnosed with stage 3 testicular cancer in 1988 when he was 18. It was an aggressive form of cancer and spread to his lungs and kidney. After 9 months of chemotherapy, he was declared to be in remission. Buoyed by his renewed health, Pilgrim began his media career in 1995 as a radio presenter on SABC's 5FM station. He later moved to TV presenting and was inducted into the South African Radio Awards Hall of Fame in 2021 for his contribution to the radio industry.
Mark was a true legend. He was inducted into the South African Radio Hall of Fame in 2021, and at the 2022 Radio Awards, he received a standing ovation when he won Best Weekend Radio Show. These are just two of the many awards and achievements. Mark had 3 loves. His first, his girls, his love for Taylor, Jean, and Alyssa. The second, his love for his soulmate, Adrian. And third, his love for radio. Thank you, Mark, my brother, for the memories, for the music. You will always be in our hearts.
He was diagnosed with cancer, as we all know, just over a year ago. He didn't show any fear. And I've no doubt there was fear, because we're all human. But on the radio and with his colleagues, he showed no fear. For 6-7 months, he was flawless on air. He confronted his illness. He shared his fight on social media and on air. When he was down, he said he was down in a link. And the next link, he was bouncing back with Postman Pat, Magnum PI, Dallas, and his great box of 80s classics. Never once did he waver. Never. Yes, there were some critics who said, why are you sharing this fight so publicly? And the reason is because it needs to be done. Because there's loads of other people out there right now who are fighting that very same battle. He proved that he could survive cancer once at the age of 18, 35 years ago, and he proved that you could fight again twice, and you can overcome it. He didn't this time, sadly.
In July 2018, Pilgrim had a sudden and severe heart attack in his doctor's office. He survived, but lost 10% of his heart's functionality.
Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part.
Pilgrim married his first wife, Nicole Torres, in 2007, but they divorced after 13 years. They had 2 daughters. In June 2022, he was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer and spent more than 2 months in hospital. Later that year, he proposed to his fiancée on New Year's Eve.
To my beautiful Mark, this is not goodbye, just farewell. The last 3 years have been the most incredible years of my existence. From our very first date, you took my breath away. You whirlwinded yourself into my life, and it felt like something out of a famous movie scene. From the very beginning, I knew this is the love I had been waiting for. You are what fairy tales are made of, and so our journey had begun. Meeting during COVID propelled us into each other's lives. The intensity of our connection, our energy, the way we saw the world, our ideals, what we stood for, our values around family and our shared dreams. I will never stop loving you, my Mark, my best friend, my soulmate, my hero.
He is survived by his children, ex-wife and fiancé.
Until we meet again, my friend. Rock on.
In circles, chasing our tails, coming